Landing now.
The Celeera 500L bullet plane. It's very blimp-like.
That handle's very, very maneuverable, doesn't it? This looks awesome.
Okay. So this is the ARVn Atlas. It's a capital vessel made up of 4 different capital vessels.
It's the Voltron capital vessel.
The part that we're in right now is the drive section, which is the central section and consists of the warp drive, the entire engineering section of the warp drive, a small hangar bay, and a cockpit. Along with a
lined up plane. That's weird.
No, we're not. We're lined up with, like, we're lined up with the planet, but not with the plane of the entire thing.
Yeah, they get out of God mode.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the shuttle bay. And above us, we've got...
Open it. Open.
Oh, open the
WA doors. Thank you.
Yep. And so, in the shuttle bay, you can hold 2 large small vessels and 2 Raptor class small vessels. That's a
What's
Hawk,
the Raptor class? I forget.
the Hawk, the Falcon, or the Eagle that I created.
Oh, so the bird plane, the bird ship.
Yeah, the ARV ones with the retractable wings. And then this capital vessel has 2 hallways, one on the top, one on the bottom.
2 what?
2 hallways to get from the back up to the bridge. This one that we're in now, we are currently completely docked, so I've got it so that the saucer section, which is up here, we can access. This is the upper saucer. And
I think I lost you. I'm in the utility bridge right now.
Yep, I'm right behind you. So this is the saucer section. This utility bridge controls just the upper saucer area and will allow it to detach from the main ship and fly around and do its own thing. The upper saucer area has the medical bay over here.
Fix all your ailments here.
And then in here is where all the devices and such are.
There's a medical constructor on the fridge.
Be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some coffee.
And so straight across the hallway here is the main teleporter room. Like I said, each of these sections has a detector and a teleporter. So even if we were separated, we could use the teleporters to go from one part to the other, as long as we're in the same sector. The teleporters, unfortunately, don't work in creative mode. So,
what? No.
But that's basically all that the upper saucer has. There is an area over here where I've got the water storage, where the medical bay pulls water from. I'm thinking about just adding additional storage over here. I don't currently have any use for all this room, so I'm thinking about just adding a few extra large containers using the container controllers and container extensions. And just turn this into a storage area. Each section has weapons, whether it's turrets like the saucer or main or direct fire weapons like the 2 sides, and they also have the capability to drill, except the drive section doesn't have any drill capabilities. The saucer has a drill turret, whereas the the side sections have direct fire drill things, laser drills.
So in theory, you could break the ship apart into its pieces, send those pieces out to the far reaches of the solar system, and have them mine for stuff, and then come back together later.
Well, it would only be around each individual planet, but yes. Because right now you have to warp from one planet to the next, and only the drive section has the warp.
Oh. So you can't just, like, fly like normal? It takes forever to get there?
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't actually get to another planet from this without warp, just because of the way the game is set up. They are planning on trying to set up a thing where you go from one to another just by flying there, and you'll have a accelerated flight system, and it'll allow you to go in a straight line really quickly. So you could go from one planet to another without having to warp, and the warp would be just from system to system.
Mm-hmm.
But right now that's not implemented. So this is the main bridge. On each side, you can see the bridge of the connected pieces, the left and right saucer bridges.
Mm-hmm.
On here, you can actually switch which corridor you end up in through there. And then down here, you've got the landing ramp that you can put down when you're landed. Even though it's not really meant to land on a planet, it can in an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So these doors, yeah, you've already been there. That's the hangar bay. In the hangar bay, there is an emergency teleporter right up here. And this is the teleporter for the main section when you're separated. So you can use this teleporter to get from one part to another to another.
But the other parts can't warp anyway.
Right. But if you were in the drive section and warped away from them, you wouldn't be able to get to them. So let's start with the port side over here.
I think they should fix the fact that you can't fly to a different planet. You have to warp to each planet. You should be able to fly like normal if you want to.
Yeah, they're, like I said, they're working on that, but right now you can't. So over here, the port side, come on in.
Yep.
You've got an emergency teleporter here, so you can go to the other parts. This is the crew.
I don't see anything.
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I'm
teleporters don't work in creative mode, Frag.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks.
I was also lagging. I thought maybe it was the lag that was doing it.
So this is the crew quarters area. You've got 4 officers' quarters that are not yet set up. You've got one here, one over here, and then one here and one over here. You've got a little crew lounge right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here, you've got the main crew quarters.
Yeah.
And so you've got, in the crew quarters, you've got bunks with storage for each bunk. And you've got a restroom.
This makes me feel like it's barracks.
That's sort of the design that the crew quarters are set up as. I did this similar thing with the bunks and the containers in the Titan, which is my larger capital vessel that is made for a large crew of like 100 players.
Servers can't hold that many.
No, but not yet anyway.
You're planning ahead.
Yes. And now Broman's just standing there.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of my monster.
Is it a scary monster or is it a delicious monster?
It's scary if I drink too many.
So, up one level, well, I guess half a level, you come up here, and this is the bridge to this section, which, as I said, connects directly to the other bridge right there.
And then the other one connects to the other bridge.
Yep, so if you're on one bridge of these sections, you can go to any of the bridges. And
except for the top one.
Right, and the way that the middle bridge here is set up is so that once you dock from the sides, you can just come in and sit down, and you're ready to warp. The top bridge needs to be set up like this, and you can just come down, and since it's connected, you know, you just get out of the top, come on down, and sit down in the passenger seat in here.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what happens if he flips the switch while I'm up here.
Flips what switch?
The ramp switch. The switch between levels. I'm just stuck.
That's it.
Oh.
Alright, so the upper level of the port side here, which you can access through, like, if we hadn't gone into the bridge, just there's this staircase right here that comes up here from the bridge. Also, the ammo box for each of the sides is right next to the bridge. But this is the constructor room. It's not completely done yet. I'm still working on it. I don't know how many constructors I'm going to end up putting in here. Probably just one more and then some cargo. But this is where you would pull your... this is where you would do most of your construction and everything. And it'll pull directly from the ore wood container, which is up this staircase here.
Okay, so
I like how you painted the ore things different colors, so you know which one's which.
Yep, like this one is for weapons, because red is my weapons, and then the yellow are your basic construction and engineering, and brown is mainly for drill turrets and such. But I painted the one here yellow because it's also the input for the constructors. Which reminds me, I need to make the ammo containers red.
I think I found the dance floor.
Actually, this is the garden, but there's nothing planted because you can't save blueprints with planted stuff and then spawn them into creative. So these are grow plots here. This is where
they look like dance floors.
This is where we would plant, you know, food and medical and stuff like that. And this is the starboard side, which is a mirror image of the port side. So up here, you've got your ore wood container. And then directly below us, we've got the bridge and the weapons storage.
Mm-hmm.
And then down one more level, we've got the mess hall.
Yummy, yummy food.
And this mess hall was modeled after my design that I put on the Titan. So because they're, you know, supposed to have been created by the same people, and it's supposed to be about the same level of technology as the Titan. It's just this one has the separation capability.
Nice.
And so on both the living quarters and over here, which the living quarters are right across the hallway over there, you can access the little engineering section of the side and put in your oxygen, your fuel, and your pentaxid. for the shield. Each section of the ship is shielded. However, when a ship is docked, it cannot be, its shield will not activate. So in order to take use of the shields before you go into combat, you want to separate all the pieces.
Ah.
Oh, and so over here is the bar. And this fridge here is the...
I'm not old enough for it yet.
This fridge here is the output fridge for all the food, which is crafted back here in the kitchen area. So all three of these food processors pull from this refrigerator that's above the food processors and output into
Hey, where'd you go?
this one. I went into the kitchen. I'm right here behind you. I'm right here. Yeah, I just went into the kitchen.
Alright, so into the... Oh, the kitchen.
Remember, it's that side of the ship that has a kitchen. The other side doesn't.
Yeah. So, these three food processors pull from this fridge above them and output in the fridge out there. And then you've got a water generator here that will put water from the water container here into the refrigerator. And then this constructor is made to make ice, or to not make ice, to turn ice into water, pulls from the ore wood container into the thing here, allowing you to put ice into it. And then I've got a couple of extra refrigerators over here just to store extra refrigeration stuff. And
that sounded like it made perfect total sense, and I understood that perfectly, but it didn't sound like it made sense at all.
But yeah, that's basically the ship, the four parts of the ship: the drive section, the saucer, the port, and the starboard sides. And each part can come off and redock. We actually, between Frag and I, we actually undocked and redocked each part. I don't know if you want to see that, but I'm going to show it off anyway.
Wait, no. When you start moving, won't I clip out of it?
If you're not sitting down, yes. So first, go to the cockpit of the drive section over here. You can go to any of the, just come to any of the side cockpits.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get to the A cockpit and then go to the side cockpit.
Yep, right here. And then just sit, come over here, come to the center cockpit, and just sit in this passenger seat. Press V. And then you can move around, or press the left Alt, and then you can move your view around the ship and watch me undock them from outside the ship.
Here comes something epic. When you undock it, it starts to look more exactly like the USS Enterprise. NC-1701D model, I believe.
The Galaxy class.
It's actually more closely designed to the... Class. It's more closely designed to the Enterprise C.
And see the Ambassador class?
I believe so.
Oh, you separated.
And then the, but it's actually smaller than the Defiant.
Tiny little. It's almost just slightly bigger than the Shuttlecraft.
What do you mean?
By that...
He cut out.
Hold on.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, because I'm trying to jetpack. There we go. Okay. I was trying to get my jetpack to work right, but what I mean by it's smaller than the Defiant is that the Defiant probably has like 4 or 5 levels. I don't remember exactly. This has 2. Voyager has 10 decks. This has 2. So the Enterprise D has like 17, 20 something decks. This has
I think it has like 35, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that. And this only has 2.
But yeah, this looks more like the one from Star Trek Next Generation because the saucer's able to detach from the nacelles.
But the whole thing is able to detach, which is really cool. Yeah, Frag, just push back and keep pushing back, and it should...
But then stop right there. You see where it stops?
Press the level out button while you're going back. And go all the way down and back. That's close.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
there
we
you
go.
go. There you go.
I didn't really move. I didn't turn or anything when I did that. I just went forward and back.
Yeah, so like I said, I've done it a whole lot of times, but doing it, you know, just once is...
You did it when the ship was lighter, too.
Yes. But now that they've got stuff on them, the only vessel that can... Whoa! Whee! What'd you do that for?
I'm not in the pilot seat.
I think I just accidentally entered the pilot seat, and it's not stopping.
Why am I turning like I'm free falling?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
There must be gravity. It's the different gravity fields making me turn around. That's really... I'd puke if this was real.
Yeah, well, because each of these sides has their own gravity generator, so...
I'm
wasn't sure which one to go off of.
That's really funny, actually.
Broman, you're in the drive section, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Press and hold O while you're in a cockpit. And just stay stay there, and we're gonna bring these sections to connect to it.
Okay.
I'm still spinning, so is this one?
Yeah, Frag, to stop the spinning.
The one I took, the starboard one?
Yeah, if you're still spinning...
Should I lower myself?
Frag, if you're still spinning, get out of God mode.
No, I'm not. Not.
I
wasn't in God.
Then turn your jetpack off, then back on, and you would stop.
Well, right when I was able to get into the starboard ship, I'm good.
Yeah, no, Broman, just stay there, get out of the cockpits.
Okay.
You can be in the passenger seat if you want, but not the cockpits. Because if you're in the cockpits, the ship will get knocked around by these while they're trying to dock.
Oh,
is that? Yeah, you're right.
That looked really cool when the port side was turning to dock.
He's on port. Oh, I can't back up.
Wait, can't you take remote control of certain ships?
I wish.
No, I wish. Great. That would be awesome.
I think I've noticed a few features that another game has that makes it a little bit better, but the only thing that this game has that's better is stable teleporters without mods.
Would the other game be Space Engineers?
Yep.
A game I don't have. Whoops. Nope.
Hey, wouldn't those thrusters damage the hull?
You'd think, but no, they don't.
Hmm.
They are going to make it so that you can't cover thrusters Like you can have them embedded and then put like the hole around it.
Yeah, because right now if you have embedded thrusters, it works, but they're going to change it so that you need free space around thrusters,
so that they don't destroy things, or that they work. Period.
Yeah, they
Probably
won't
both.
work. Yeah, they wouldn't work. They may deal damage. I don't know. Right now it's just a lot of heat, but
Nope, I didn't do it.
Don't they deal damage to players?
right now, if you're in front of a thruster, you'll get a lot of heat from it, which will eventually start damaging you. I'm mad. I had it at one point and almost had it perfect, but then I had to try to get it perfect and failed.
Watching the docking is very... It's like watching a spaceship dock to the ISS.
Right?
It's still very cool.
I don't think the
gonna
drive
stop.
section is perfectly leveled.
Yeah, we might have nudged it a couple times. Let me try
Yeah,
it there.
it's turned slightly.
Hold on just a second. Whoa.
Oh,
It's not me, I swear.
it's me.
Yeah, I know.
But I can't get out until
Yeah,
it
I
stops
know.
moving.
Yeah, because you
There,
screwed
okay, I'm
it
out.
up.
I screwed it all up.
Wait, wouldn't warping a few feet away fix it?
Well, you can't
Wait,
really
why
do
is
it.
it clipping?
Let me grab one of the ships and try to move.
That is scary.
Yep, there's gravity.
Well, yeah, because each section has gravity when it's not connected, and when they connect, their gravity gen turns off, and they utilize the main gravity generator from the center section.
Are there supposed to be those divots in there?
Uh-huh. Dang it.
If I were to spawn in a very large vessel, how much lag would occur?
I don't know.
Depends on how large very large is.
$45 by 22 by 94, and a watt count of over 10,000.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No. Just when I thought I had it, and it's all out of alignment in the back.
Yeah, normally it doesn't take this long for me to get it connected, but sometimes it does.
I'm not even docked, and it's still loosey-goosey.
I've been trying to figure out a better way to get it to dock right.
Mm-hmm.
You need, like, guiding lights or something like that. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, or I was.
Can I spawn in a craft with almost 3,000 blocks and it not do much lag?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Can I find out?
Go ahead. We can always delete it.
True.
Just don't. If that's you right floating in the air, are you? No, that's KnowItAll. No, that is you. Yeah, just don't do it in front of this ship because it bounces around.
Alright.
There it is. Oh, that looks cool. That's that does look familiar though.
It's the war chain.
Yeah, it has a sort of like a dual cockpit in the front. Nice little frigate, actually. It's about as big as this ship. I'm still wondering what ships will look like that we actually make. Because there's a lot of movies that have their own versions of ships that go they're interplanetary, but none of them will look like the Enterprise. They never will. I don't think anybody will ever do that.
Well, that's because the physics of the Star Trek universe, specifically those specifically those involving the warp drive and the what do they call it, subspace and all that, it's specific to Star
Specific
Trek.
to the physics of the universe.
It's just their own like dogma of science, pretty much their own stuff.
Move that ship out of the way. You're getting in the way of my my view.
Alright, I've gotta get to the cockpit real fast. How do I get there again?
Front. Does he have admin?
No, he doesn't have admin.
Because I can just blow it up.
Go nuts.
Kaboom! War chain?
Yep.